Now I would like to talk about a concept that is a kind of a meditative concept, a concept of how you position yourself towards the things. It's not going to be an easy concept. It's going to be very complicated. I will try to explain this. Try to explain it as good as I can, but you be aware it will not be easy, and you probably not completely gonna think, okay, that's an easy thing to understand, and now I know this, and you're not gonna walk away with rules like, okay, now I can do this and that. It's a concept that I think is important, so I want to point you to it. I want to say let's at least that you have heard of it, so that we all can say, okay, in a way we know about this, and then let's see in the training that we have later on how much we understand it, how much we can say, oh, I've heard about that, maybe I should practice this in that direction. So it's a meditative concept. It's a concept of your attitude. It's how you understand the attitude that you have, and it's how you yeah, it's a way of understanding your attitude towards the things. So what you think, why do you think it, and how you behave. So I would like to use two examples. First is the Crusades. The first example I would like to use is the Crusades and the witch hunt. Crusades and witch hunt from the Christian Church of the Middle Ages. And the second example is how we think about God. And on both these examples I want to use to explain our attitude, a general thing in our attitude that we have that can be seen at these two examples. The same attitude thing that I want to explain with using these two examples. So let's get right into it. The Crusades. The Crusades, that is a time when, in the Middle Ages, the Christian churches, the priests and the rulers of the Christian church, those people who should be peaceful by the religion, said, we're gonna go to Israel and we're gonna fight the heathens, the people who have the wrong religion, Islam people. And they, and maybe Jews, I don't know, but they fought the non-Christians because they said that's the Holy Land. Jesus was born in around this place in Israel. Jesus was born, and so they went there. Let's just say they went there with soldiers, knights, people with swords and horses, and attacked the people there, tried to conquer this land. And today it's very common for people who are against religion to say that religion brings war, because you often hear of people who say, we kill you, we bring war because of our religion. You have the wrong religion, and we come and we make war against you. You see it today in the terror group ISIS, for example. They say we fight the people who have the wrong religion, and it's a common thing today. And you think, and you might think that they are people who want to fight for the religion, and they call it a holy war. Jihad, they say it's jihad, and jihad means holy war. And basically the same thing you think about Christians, that in the Middle Ages, the Christians fought a holy war. Of course, there's no holy war. War is the wrongest thing that you can ever do. If you want to come to Allah or God, war is the wrongest thing that you can ever do. So, but they called it a holy war. So nowadays, often people who are against religion, who say religion is absolutely wrong, just say the Crusades. See the Crusades, which means religion is a thing that brings people to the point where they bring war. And they say without religion you would be better off, because you would not have this reason to bring somebody war. So the important thing to see here, there has never ever has there been a war because of religion. Religion does not give you a reason. The good religions like Christianity or Islam or Buddhism or Hinduism or Judaism, the big and good religions that talk about peace, do not give you a reason to bring war on other people. Religion speaks absolutely clearly against bringing war. Jesus says, you be peaceful. That brings you to God. Be peaceful, you come to God. Buddha says, be peaceful. That brings you to nirvana, it's the Buddhistic heaven, basically. So, religion speaks against war. Ultimately, absolutely and completely clearly, religion speaks against war. So, what happened in the Crusades? The same thing that happens today, everywhere, with the ISIS and with many other wars that are fought, is the following. The people want the goods, the money that is in the other state. They want the territory. They want, the people are in the land and they say, we want to have what they have. We want to take it. That also is against every religion. You don't go to people and just take what they have to have more. Religion tells you to stay modest and say, okay, we don't need so much, what can we share? But people acting unreligiously against what their religion tells them say, we want what they have. We want to obtain what those people have. So, if they go to the people that they govern, it's like the king or the president or the leader of the people, walks to the people and says, I give you a weapon and you go into that country and you murder, you kill the people who live there. And then you take all their gold and come back and bring this gold to me. Then the person that he tells this to will say, that is not a good thing. Our religion tells us that this is not a good thing. That's the basic point. The people know that this is not a good thing. So what does the leader do in this case? He says, they have the wrong religion in this other country. It is not about that they have a lot of gold or whatever we want to get from them. It's just that they have the wrong religion. And so God tells us it's a good thing to bring them, give them the good religion. So I give you a weapon and you go over there and maybe you have to fight. But afterwards, when those people who are of the wrong religion are fought and are not there anymore, then the other people will have the good religion and we gave them something. God wants it. That's what they tell the people. the people are not stupid. They will know, okay, that is not really true. We go there to get what they have. We want to obtain their goods. But they think, oh, maybe I get something of that. So that's why many people, who, even if they know that is a lie, that God does not want that, they still go because they think they obtain something. Others are just believe their king or their president or leader and say, okay, God wants that. There's always people who are stupid enough to believe that this is a religious war, that you're giving them something, that you are helping the world. So we're going to come to this concept I'm talking about, actually, this roles concept. But this is a very important thing to understand. In the Crusades, they said, Deus vult, that's Latin, and that means God wants it. Allah wants it. Allah wants us to bring them, give them the right religion so that they can have the peace, that they can come to God or Allah. We give them something, but they did not want to give them something. They wanted to take something. But you just cannot go to the people and say, go there, kill them, bring their gold. Because people would say, that's against our religion. So they say, it's our religion wants it. That's what happened in the Crusades. That's what happens with the ISIS. They want something. But they cannot say we want something. They have to say, we give them good religion. Every time you hear somebody say we have to fight to give somebody something, then it's against your religion. It's a trick to get you to fight. So, that happened in the Crusades. Because religion tells you not to fight. There has never been a war for religion. I tell you, imagine, you're sitting here, you have enough, and there's somebody over there in another country, and you think he's not going to come to heaven or not going to come to Allah because he has the wrong religion. Would you go there and fight with this person to the death? No, you would not, because you are in danger of dying. You bring yourself in danger of dying for another person to come to heaven, and would you kill a person in order so that the person can come to heaven? You would not. It is absolutely impossible that you leave your house, leave your country, go to somebody and start a fight to the death to give him something. You would, every human being would say, if he does not have it, I don't risk my life to give it to him. And especially not in a fight to give it to him. It's the concept does not work. So a religious war, a war that you bring to give people something, a war to give people something, that they come to God, a better religion, does not exist. It does not exist today. It has not existed in the Middle Ages. But that people say it's a war that is religious to the people that they want to fight, that they want to bring into the fight. Go, it's for God, it's for Allah, it's a good thing. That exists. That's a very common thing. So people who think the Crusades were a thing that religion triggered the Crusades, that's wrong. The Crusades did not happen because of religion. This war that the Christians made in the Middle Ages, it happened even though there was religion. Imagine if there would have been no religion telling the people to be good. Imagine how much war people would bring. But so they got this religious concept telling them that war and being aggressive and taking too much is not a good thing. So wars exist even though there is religion. Religion always only slows down wars. It only makes us not fight. That's what religion does, because it explicitly states that it is wrong. But people want the money, they want the goods, they want the land, they want to take. That's why they go there. Religion stops them, but it does not stop them enough. There is no religious war. It has never existed. Because you would not go. to let yourself be killed to get somebody to heaven. You would not do that. You know that. I mean, love is good, but getting myself killed so that somebody comes to, okay, we know that we say that Jesus basically did this, but he did not fight for it. He basically said, I do not fight. That's another thing. But you don't fight to death and get into this this trouble for yourself to get somebody to help somebody to come to heaven. You wouldn't. Nobody would. There has never been a religious war. So people who hate religion or think that religion is a wrong concept say religious wars. Religion brings wars, but it does not bring wars. And then we have the witch hunt. That is a time period, a very sad time period of the Middle Ages also, where the church prosecuted and hunted people and killed them very violently, and they tortured them, and it was the most violent thing. And they said, they claimed that they do this because those people are against religion, because those people are something they called magicians. Today we don't believe in magicians. You don't believe in witches. You don't believe in magicians. You don't believe in this stuff. Because it does not exist. But people back then said this is something that could be true. Somebody who can do bad magic. And they took the people and just killed them and tortured them very, very violently. It's the most sad and the most gruesome and violent thing that they did to those people. And so people who dislike religion today say religion brings us to crazy ideas like believing in magic and fighting people because they could be magicians. So people who dislike religion just say the witch hunt, religion's bad, you see, the witch hunt. But again, it's like with the Crusades. Religion explicitly states not to be violent against people. Yet, the Christian church took people and killed them and tortured them in the most violent way. This is against their religion, and they knew that. Why did they do it? Did they think they really fight evil forces? No. They did not think that. There's a computer game called GTA 5. And in this computer game there has been a discussed scene, as a scene that there was some discussion to this scene. In that scene you torture somebody. You play that you torture somebody in the game. And at the end of that game level, somebody says to you, the character, it's not good, why do we torture people, something like that. And the character, you yourself, you speak then, and you see a video of this character speaking, and the character says, we do not torture people to get information. We torture people because we like it, because it's fun. That's what he says, and that's very true. That is the basic point about torture. It is fun. To human beings, it is fun. I don't mean fun like a really fun, normal, casual fun activity that you call fun, but it's something that excites you. It's something that you want to do. It's something that you like. Easily, it can be something that you like. That's what the people of the churches did back then. They liked that. They liked the excitement of killing people, of torturing people. You have to say it as clear as that. They liked to do that. They wanted to do that. It's fun. It was fun. It is hard to get why somebody would call that fun, but that's what it is. It's a fun for people as long as you are not the person suffering, and as long as you are not controlled and control yourself to say, I don't want that, it's an excitement, it's a thing that you want to do to really hurt people. That can stop. If you meditate enough, you will learn to see the fine line to say, this is not actually fun, I don't like it. And often you do something and there's this part in you that says, that was not fun at all, of course. But there are situations in which you notice that as being a fun thing to do. So that is what happened. There were people who called themselves Christians, the priests, and they tortured people and they killed them for their excitement. And they needed to tell the people why they do that it's that it's okay to do that in God, that God says it's okay. That's why they said they are demons. They are magicians, people of evil magic that we have to torture. That's what happened there. It did not happen because of religion. It happened even though there was religion. And now imagine how much that would happen. It still happens today. Torture happens today for the same fun. It happens for the same fun. For the same excitement. People torture. Imagine if there was no religion telling you that you may not do this. Then we would torture even more people. Religion also tells us not to torture it. It makes less torture in the world. It makes less killing in the world. That's what religion does. And it's not that people kill for the religion. They kill because they want it, even though they know it's wrong. And they know it's wrong because religion explicitly states it. And of course they know by themselves. But there's a situation in which this can switch. Usually you don't want to hurt somebody. Your inner self tells you it's not a good thing. You don't want it. You want to be nice. But it can switch to a situation where you just go for the enjoyment of the torture or being mean to people. It's on the scale of things that give you excitement. And it can happen. So what did I say? The witch hunt that people say shows how bad religion is, and the Crusades, and today's torture and today's wars are not fought because of religion. They are not fought for religion. They are fought because people want to obtain goods and because people want to torture and kill people. So now we come to the concept, to the meditative concept that I talked about, the taking on of roles. People who are against religion say, religion is not good. I just say, crusades and witch hunt. See, religion is not good because they know people know of those concepts and think it's a thing that came because of religion, because it's not. So what I want to talk about now is, it is easy to see. It is easy for any person to see that people want to obtain the goods from that country. It's easy to see that people torture for the excitement. That is easy to see. Everybody should just go and say, the person who wants to speak up against religion should easily see that those things don't actually happen because of religion. But yet the person says it happened because of religion, even though it's very, very easy to see that it's not because of that. So the meditative concept that I'm talking about here is that in some situations you are blocking yourself. You block to see a simple truth. In this case, this is a really simple truth that you do not see. because you are blocking yourself from that simple truth. And why are you doing this? Like, why don't people see this? Because even though it's a simple thing to see. And the point is, there comes this concept which I call a role. It is more to this than that it's just an information that Christianity brought bad things. There's more to this. You have Christianity, in this case a big religion, something that is called something good, that should be good, that's a mass movement of people that say they are doing good things, and you put it there, and you yourself say, it is wrong, I stand against that. You got this one thing that should be good, and yourself standing against that. That gives you a mood, a feeling, a position, a role. Look, I'm trying to explain this by speaking. You notice my voice has changed. I'm speaking in a role now. I'm taking on this role. Should be good is a concept many people follow. Many people believe it's good, but it's not. I know. I myself know it's not good. I stand above what people think to be true. I stand above that. I'm free. I'm clear of that. Notice how I'm speaking. Notice how I enact, how I play this feeling. I stand above this stuff. I'm in a certain way standing above this. See? That thing that I'm doing at the moment, that's a role. I'm taking this role. It's more than just an information. It's not only an information that I believe that Christianity or any religion brings war or other bad things. That is not the point. Is not the information for me. The point is what I become. As I say, the role is, just to give it a name, the role I have towards this. I am standing off of this thing commonly to believe to be good, because I'm more clever, and that gives me the feeling of being more clever. The position. It gives me a position, and to gain that position, to have this, to make it possible to have this position. That's the reason why you don't see, why you don't want to see, that it's basically very easy to understand that the war of the Crusades was not a religious war. That there are no religious wars. It is easily to be seen that nobody would fight a religious war, but the most of stupid person, because he's taking a role. It's the same thing. This role thing can be seen everywhere. You have it everywhere. You take a position towards the things, and you do that to obtain the role. So also fighting in a war you think to be a religious war is taking on a role. So it's a similar role actually, because you say there's something that I fight, I'm better than this. You feel in a certain way. You take these roles all the time in your life. And in order to get them, in order to have a proper role that you want,